Hi, greetings everyone. It's a new week. Yesterday was actually happened to be Father's Day, which was also one of the day I feel so bad. Like I don't know how to explain it, but the mood was crazy because I lost my dad 6 years ago, and I think 6 years ago I didn't really mature like this, and I might say I didn't really know the impact, even though I do, but with the life experience so far, I think this would have been the one of the time that I would have really need my dad in my life because my dad was a really good person. I love my dad so much, and the way my dad was like a kind of a person, and I really believe that this would have been the time I needed him the most because now I have become a man. Yeah, I now I take care of my bills, take care of my responsibilities, and and every other thing like that. But unfortunately, my dad is not here to see the man I become every single day. And sometimes this would have also been the time I needed his wisdom, his knowledge, all the things I would have get from a fatherly advice and everything. I think this would have been the time I would have really need it because it's not been easy. It's not been easy. When I see, the ups and downs and the horrible days that I'm going through, I just say, damn, I wish my dad was alive. He would have put me through. He has been in every single of this stage. You know how it is as a man. My mom is there, but so actually, don't get me wrong, my mom is there, but at the end of the day, she can only play a role of a mother, the advice of a mother, the guidance and everything. But when it means like your dad is there, a responsible one at that. You know, but when I was a kid, some of my daddy's advice and everything, I was thinking that it's really kind of, because my dad is a disciplinarian. So don't fakingly play with my dad. But now, I really think that this would have been the time I needed it the most because sometimes I might be going out of my way, behaving somehow. And I feel like someone really needs to, discipline me. At times I feel guilty and I wish I was being like in this particular thing that I did. I wish someone just, give me a daily slap. And that would have only been my father. But he's not there. Meanwhile, this is actually the time I really need him. It's crazy though. Every single time that it happened to be Father's Day, I do really miss my dad. I do really feel like, God, why did you really take my dad away? Because this would have been the time you would have lectured me, you know, putting me in the right tracks, advice and everything. But at the end of the day, life happened and you can't question him. But it is what it is at the end of the day, sure. It's crazy though. Good morning, sir. It's crazy for real. I always feel bad. I feel like left behind because at this point of my life, nobody really advised me. Except, my mom trying her best, but at the end of the day, she's a mother. It's always about caring, looking out for us. But my dad, there is one thing that, you would have told by my dad. If you messed up, I'm gonna fucking deal with you.